The Johnson family had always dreamed of a quiet life away from the hustle and bustle of the city. When they found a charming house nestled in the woods, far from the nearest town, they knew it was the perfect place to settle down. The house, though in disrepair, held a promise of warmth and comfort. After cleaning and restoring it, they moved in with their 2 children and a kitchen helper, Raj, who also served as their driver. One sunny afternoon, the family decided to explore their new hometown. They left Raj behind to manage the house, thinking it would be a simple outing. They returned the next day, excited to share their adventures with Raj, only to find the house eerily quiet. They called out for him, expecting him to be in the kitchen or tidying up, but there was no response. Concerned, they asked the driver, Mark, to check the small outbuilding where Raj often stayed. As Mark approached the outbuilding, a chilling scream pierced the air. He rushed back, pale and trembling, unable to articulate what he had seen. After a moment, he managed to whisper, "It's Raj, he's gone." When the family followed Mark to the outbuilding, they were met with a sight that would haunt them forever. Raj's body lay sprawled on the floor, disfigured and unrecognizable. Panic settlements were called the police, but investigators found no evidence of foul play, just a gruesome scene that left everyone in shock. That night, the family struggled to sleep, the horror of the day weighing heavily on their minds. Suddenly, a soft knock echoed through the house. The father, trembling, opened the door, but found nothing. He dismissed it as nerves, but the unease lingered. That night, the family struggled to sleep, the horror of the day weighing heavily on their minds. Suddenly, a soft knock echoed through the house. The father, trembling, opened the door, but found nothing. He dismissed it as nerves, but the unease lingered. The following morning, Mark was found lifeless in his room, his face frozen in terror. The family was now gripped by fear, realizing that something sinister lurked in their new home. That night, the knocking returned, louder and more insistent. The father, heart racing, opened the door again, only to be confronted by a tall woman with elongated limbs and a face obscured by a mask. He wanted to scream, but no sound escaped his lips. The figure stepped into the room, her long fingers reaching out to caress his face. Pain shot through him, agony unlike anything he had ever experienced. In that moment, he felt his essence being consumed, his soul slipping away. The next morning, the house stood silent, the Johnson family vanished without a trace, leaving only whispers of a haunting in the woods, a tale of terror that would echo through the town for years to come.